I'm gonna text them all and let them know. Hey, Pamela. How's everything going today? Good deal, though. Good deal. Did you get a notification this time? Pamela. No. Says 3 on one like. One sitting in the back, at least. Now it says 5 on. You don't want to come down here and chat, at least hit the like button. If you like this kind of content. Well, never know what kind of content it's going to be, for one. Hey, Alice. Yeah, we never know what's going to happen here. That's for sure. I don't know. I don't have any new things. Let me check my messenger here. Melody. Yeah, we did her. Let's see.
Her name, Harriet Smith. She's only 14 years old. She was last seen in Joshua, Texas. And tonight, her mother is praying for a miracle. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name, Harriet Smith. She's only 14 years old. She was last seen in Joshua, Texas.
Harriet.
And tonight, her mother is praying for a miracle. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name, Harriet Smith. She's only 14 years old. She was last seen in Joshua, Texas. And tonight, her mother is praying for a miracle. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name, Harriet Smith. She's only 14 years old. She was last seen in Joshua, Texas. And tonight, her mother is praying for a miracle. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name, Harriet Smith. She's only 14 years old. She was last seen in Joshua, Texas. And tonight, her mother is praying for a miracle. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name, Harriet Smith. She's only 14 years old. She was last seen in Joshua, Texas. And tonight, her mother is praying for a miracle. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name, Harriet Smith. She's only 14 years old. She was last seen in Joshua, Texas. And tonight, her mother is praying for a miracle. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name, Harriet Smith. She's only 14 years old. She was last seen in Joshua, Texas. And tonight, her mother is praying for a miracle. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her. Her name, Harriet Smith. She's only 14 years old. She was last seen in Joshua, Texas. And tonight, her mother is praying for a miracle. Authorities are asking for the public's help in locating her.
So these these don't have really anything to go off of. We tried to do that. We tried to do that little boy missing, but that was a hit and miss. I mean, it could be 1,000 of them names as children. I hate not trying, but we have no background. We don't. They just said the mother wants her back. 14-year-old Harriet. The H is silent. Harriet. From Joshua, Texas. Harriet Smith, 14-year-old. I don't know. Hey, Lynn. She's saying, hey. Yeah, she's a pretty little old thing. I've done some fooling around on between JD's Paranormal and here. I've got, what was it? I wrote it down in there. What was it? 102,000 sessions under my belt so far. 74% of that is teens and children that have some sort of disability. 74%. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, I do, but I don't. I mean, that's the most vulnerable type people. But I'd tell you something, these children that have autism and things, they're smarter than you give them credit for, I'm telling you, in their own way. I just don't understand why they would want to do this. I mean, some of these teens are with Down syndrome or some type of disability, and they wait till they're their teens or even older than that, and some younger than teens, and just do the horriblest things with them. If they know after the first year that their child has some disability, they shouldn't wait years later to be cruel to these children. They wouldn't ask to be put here. They ought to be a law mandated that within a year's period to know where if a child is going to be autism or whatever may have you. And if you can't handle that, then go ahead and let them get you signed up for uh, um, you know um, my mind went blank on me, guys. Uh, Adopted, uh, get them adopted out. 6 on 4 lights. Come on. One sitting in the back, at least hit the light. Yeah. I think that should be a mandated thing. That would definitely shorten the life, the majority of autism people or just any type of disability. It would give them more chance of life. I know some people out there that would give anything for a child. They wouldn't care if it had a disability or not because they're not able to have children of their own. So this is uncalled for. Hey, Patricia.
Hey.
But again, the Lord said that He would get His number, even if He had to take the life of a child. Harriet Smith. Let's try to listen for a new 14-year-old type voice. Female, 14-year-old, and she's from Joshua, Texas. So uh, I don't know how many Harriet Smiths are in that vicinity, but again, the best thing we can get is nothing. Uh, but I'm gonna try my best, even though we ain't got nothing to go off of. Um, that's all we can do. Yeah. I don't know. Now it's showing 2 on and 4 likes. And we're still -7. But we'll get some more back. Now it's, well, it was 4 and 4, now it's 5 and 4. Hey, Donna. How you doing, love? Again, guys, I'm probably gonna need y'all's help as well, and you
Hey.
you too. Um, this 14-year-old girl, Harriet, um, helped me listen for um a new voice that's kind of like in the teen female area. Just see if we can hear one. Everybody listen for that. That way, because like I said, there's nothing for us to go off of other than
There was no details about her.
no. Well, from Joshua, Texas, 14-year-old Harriet Smith. That's it. And the only thing I know to do is,
No picture of her.
yeah, I had a picture. I showed them a picture. Um,
She was 14.
yeah, 14.
Did she have any piercings? Like that's visible in the picture.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention. Uh, but they're getting where they're just pictures, and then somebody doing a voiceover saying that they've been missing, and that if we share, do this and do that, we could be the reason that they come back safe. And we was doing that another night, and come find out they had been already missing for months. That's giving miss, you know, communication. That ain't.
But this one could be the same way. Honestly.
Could be.
Because there's no information about her.
Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, if you know, if you know where one is, you know where they're from, parents, brother, sister, um, anything, anything, uh, um, where'd she go to school? You know, last place seen. Um, you know, we could do a lot better, but I don't expect there's another person in Texas with that name. And like I said, the best thing could happen is not hear anything. You know, when we started doing these, that only had that little bit to it like that. So far, only one is the only one that was still alive.
Is it Joshua Smith?
No, it's Joshua, Texas.
So Joshua, Texas Smith.
No, her name and her last name is Smith. Yeah. from that Texas. Donna, you doing okay today, love? Hope everybody is. Joshua, Texas. Huh? Hey, Katie. Well, you know it should be a 14-year-old girl.
I'm trying to see what the phone about.
Well, apparently they ain't much, because that's all they put up so far that I can tell. Going to be reaching out to Harriet Smith, 14-year-old young lady from Joshua, Texas. If anyone knows or knows of 14-year-old Harriet Smith, turn her energy toward me. Gonna need some help on this one. Harriet Smith from Joshua, Texas. Harriet Smith. Or
Her earrings. Her ears are pierced.
anything else? Does it tell anything like parents wise, siblings?
No, it's on Facebook. It's just saying her name, her age, last seen in Joshua, Texas. Her mom was praying for a miracle.
Yeah, that's what we
If you
got.
see anything, then
Yeah.
contact them.
Yeah, that's what we got. Harriet Smith. Get out of here, bastard. Harriet Smith. 14-year-old from Joshua, Texas. Harriet Smith. You said that you. Can you confirm that for me, Harriet? Did you say that's me? Harriet Smith. You said tied up? Tied up? I've got one specific voice I'm trying to hear right here. 14-year-old Harriet Smith from Joshua, Texas. Can you hear me? Yeah, Harriet. Yeah, that's it. Is your last name Smith? Wait. Harriet, is your last name Smith? Harriet Smith. Wait. Harriet Smith, is your last name Smith? Yeah, there's a lot that tries to be. Harriet Smith. Can you confirm that you are from Joshua, Texas? You're 14 years of age. Is that correct? Are you 14 years of age? Harriet Smith, stay focused. Your last name, Smith. Is that correct? Is that I want to be 100% for sure. Harriet, 14 years old, from Joshua, Texas. Is your last name Smith? Harriet. Last name Smith. Harriet Smith. I'm trying to listen for that one voice. That voice just said mom. Is your last name Smith? Harriet? Your family is going to tell me thank you. They ain't going to thank me. We started off kind of quick here. Thank you. I am JD. I am here to give you guys a voice. So you guys can get out your wait. So you guys can get out, and tell your wait. So you can tell you guys his own story of what's happened, where you're at, whatever. This is a safe place. This is a safe place to talk about some hard things. Just put it that way. I did too, but I wanted to clarify it again. Harriet, can you tell me what's happened? Did you say hoodie? Harriet Smith. Stay focused. Harriet Smith. Stay focused. I heard you say mom. I heard you say that's me. I heard you say tied up. Harriet Smith. Did you just say you seen a handgun? Harriet Smith. Harriet Smith. Sorry, I'm just country fried. Whatever. I don't blame me. Harriet Smith. You said handgun. Yeah. What happened? I mean, you're 14-year-old. Just by speaking this way, I can tell that you were very smart. Harriet Smith. Can you tell me what happened to you? Harriet Smith. Do you know the name of the person that did this to you? What's the name? Huh? I heard a whisper there, Ethan. Harriet Smith. Did you whisper the name Ethan? Okay. Was this someone that was a neighbor, or did you go to school with this person? Harriet Smith. Did you go to school with this guy? Okay. And I'm not saying right now that Ethan did anything. I'm just asking, who did this to you? And the word you finally got out was Ethan. Wait, shush. I have to backtrack here a little bit because I know a lot of times spiritual work asks backwards, you know. Um, and I have to do it this way. That would kind of like if you do a math problem and then you go back and check it, however you check it, that way you see if you come out with the same results. Harriet Smith. Did a family member do anything to you? Harriet Smith. Did Ethan do something to you? Or did a family member do anything to you? Was it a stranger that did anything to you? Hey, John. When he got you, you know he had you. You're wearing a pink shirt. Okay. Were you wearing shorts, pants, leggings? Yeah, what? Were you wearing leggings or joggers or blue jeans? What? You had a pink shirt on. You said tied up. You said Joe was with them. Some gentleman just said Joe was with them. Bought you a Coke. Did you tell your parents that you were gonna go somewhere with these people? You said, "Why no?" You think she would have told you no? Oh, I believe it's true. Do you think your family would have told you no? Do you think that your family would have told you no? You want her to stay on? Yeah. Is there anything that you would like to say to your mom or dad or brothers, sisters, uncles, whatever? Huh? Harriet Smith. Is there anything that you would like to, is there anything you'd like to say to anyone in your family? Is what better? You just said, no, we're not going to talk about something else right now. You told me, I just heard you plainly say, he let me draw it up by myself. Let's bypass that for a minute. Harriet Smith. Harriet Smith. Did you do too much and it overdosed you? Wait, Harriet Smith, I just heard you say he let me draw it up myself.
What?
14 years old and get in something like this. That's why you didn't tell you. That's why you didn't tell your parents where you was going. Well, they may not hear from you unless you say something that stands out. Unless you say something that stands out. There's a gentleman right there that I believe would listen. There's a guy right there, and I guarantee you that's your uncle that's already passed, and he said you needed help. They didn't listen. Hold up. Wait a minute. They didn't nobody twist your arm to do that. You plainly said he let me draw it up myself. You just did either too much or it was laced. And it's called fentanyl. Okay? This is why people can't play games with drugs and things that come from people that you don't know. For reference, for people that watch this show, I know a lot of people are into taking pills and whatnot to ease off. I understand it. Trust me, I do. But it's better if you go get a doctor and take your own meds. You take somebody else's meds, you don't know what's going on. It could be laced with anything. So far, out of 7 we've done, is 2 deaths because of drugs. Just out of 6 or 7. I know there's a reason why she didn't tell mom and daddy she was going nowhere. That's the very reason why. And that's just a typical 14-year-old. But that don't give no excuse. I had a buddy of mine I went to school with. Um, he he did the same thing. He OD'd, but his wasn't with fentanyl. I know what it looks like and how it is. And I pray for this little old gal that if any of her family runs across this video, perhaps maybe they would know a guy named Ethan that she knew. She could go through the channels and find out. Um, and I think that's why she's stalling. Did you hear it get quiet when I said you want to say something to your family? That's why. Trying to think of something to say. At least she confessed it. A lot of them won't. A lot of them will not discuss the way they passed, especially if they're ashamed of it.
What?
The gentleman that has been speaking on Harriet Smith's behalf, are you a uncle to this? Okay. Thank you. That's the next question. Wait a minute. Now, slow down. I'll shut the whole daggone thing down. Your uncle just said at 49 and some change, said now she just needs to be found. And you can play that back and listen to it. Been addicted. Well, you're no age is good for it, but especially not a daggum teenager. people's gonna do what they're gonna do. Gummit. But look, Harriet Smith. Harriet Smith. Is there anything that you would like to say to your family members? Hey, Judy. I heard you just say, I did it, Mom. So is that trying to get this Ethan person off the hook? Because I can assure you that he didn't sit there and hold you down and force you to do it. You have to take responsibility of your own actions. Okay. Number one. Number two, you need to say something to your family instead of the last thing they know of you is seeing you lay on your back. I'm sure that whoever this is with you probably ran off and just left you laying wherever you're at. Then where? Then where? Huh? Your body. No, it's not just another kid missing. And don't say it like that. That is just another kid missing. You could have had a good, successful life, but you messed around at 14, and that gun got tangled up in drugs. You knew better. That's why you didn't tell your parents. But your uncle's telling on you here. I've told y'all 1,000 times now. If you try to say something or make lies of something, it'll come back and bite you in the butt now. Yeah, they should have been some warning signs. You got that right. What about the pink shirt? Are you in a building? Are you in an alley? Are you in the woods? Your family deserves for you to try your best to describe where you are. Nervousness is over with. They can't do nothing to you now. But the only way to ease your heart off is to let them at least find it. Hey, MZ. I talk to y'all just the same way I do my own family. You were lost what? I'm sure her mom and them was upset. Yes. Hey, Mimi. Uh, so you also shot. So you also shot a rock. That is nothing but crack. Look, you know, that very thing could have been laced with fentanyl. And there's no need in being nervous now. Daggum. Okay. Now you need to be truthful. Tell where you are if you can. If you are too ashamed to tell and don't want to be found because you know it would hurt your family, well, you're right in one way and wrong in another. They deserve to give you a proper burial. Okay? There's no taking back what you did. You did that yourself. That's your own fault. Now you have to take responsibility of it. Yeah. Yep. You just can't just go around shooting up anything you want to. I'm telling you right now, there's too many people out there that is lacing things. Don't do it. Like gummit. Now, look, if you don't tell me where you're at, then I'm going to get your uncle to tell me where you are. Harriet Smith from Joshua, Texas, 14 years old. The uncle that is here speaking for Harriet most of the time. Can you give me a kind of a whereabouts where she's at? Is she in an alleyway? Is she in the woods? Is she in a building? Just she's not going to want to tell it. So if you know, then it don't matter if you want your mom to see or not. That's not your choice anymore. Okay? I know you feel ashamed and whatnot. That's the past. You can use your spirit. No, you didn't. No, you didn't deserve it. Your grandma has really lost it. You don't want your mom to see you. I get that. But don't you think that they deserve more than just watching your tail end walk in wherever you went and that was it? Yeah, and Ethan. Yeah, one person. Where is Harriet Smith now? Where's she at? She's what? Did you say her and her mom yelled a lot? That that don't give no excuse. The uncle that is speaking for her. Yes, she needs to be found. You said it yourself. She needs to be found. Where is she? So we can describe kind of where. You said she almost got ran over. Is she behind a building somewhere? Is she in the woods? Who? Wait a minute. You said something. You said a name. Did you say Sunny or something? You said tied her. Did you say Sunny? The name Sunny or Dunny or you said the name and then you said tied her. The name was. Did you say Dunny? Is he the one that tied her hands? If you were let me put this in perspective here in my own country fried way. Harriet Smith didn't want to tell her family or mom that she was going anywhere and that could be with a couple of people. Uh, she said at first, tied me up. Um, uh, yes, seen a handgun. Ethan, yeah, had me pink shirt, coke, cocaine, and then and then she said rock. So that's uh, crack rock. Uh, did it, and then something about mom, and then don't want her mom to see her or find her like that. And someone named Donnie or Sonny or something uh, is the one that did that. Now, just because she's seen a handgun does not mean that she was forced to do anything. It could just been him with his pistol in the car or truck, whatever. I mean, I do. Um, The only things I can figure out about any tied up kind of business is that trying to cover up a track on her arm from a needle, um, and having her hands tied, probably behind her back, would look more like uh, kidnapping, rape kind of situation, and would throw authorities off of them for a while and make them think that that's kind of what was going on, not that they all three went probably down in the woods somewhere and sat on a log or at a camping spot and they shot up, you know. Um, Fool me once, that's my fault. Fool me twice, and it's yours. Uh, but at no time did she ever admit that either one forced her to do anything. She just said, I don't want mom to see me. But she distinctly said pink shirt. Uh, and then, like I said, cocaine, uh, and they could have been other stuff, heroin, that's just, it could have been. But a lot of that stuff nowadays is laced with that old fentanyl, and it take you out. And 14-year-old, she didn't have no daggone business running off no how. Dunny. Well, that's what I wrote down. So we know that more than likely she's been down on a trail somewhere, probably at a camp spot that hardly anybody really knows. They ain't been there in a long time. Um, but if a family member hears the name Ethan or Donnie, then that might ring a bell. And with what's been said here, um, that that would be the only reason to tie her up, make it look something different. Because, like I said, that's the reason she didn't want her mom. Don't want her mom to find her. She's ashamed of what she's done, and which she should be. She's 14-year-old. She knows better. That still don't take away the hurt for the family. But at least she told it. She told the truth. Mm-mm-mm. You know, that's daggone terrible. Yeah, I've been on for an hour and 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Me Jean says, hello, Summer. She hears you with prayers. Oh, uh, MZ says, love you, Summer. Get out of here, you bastard. Yes, for you. Um, I know people can't keep an eye on their children 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no way. And like maybe her uncle did say, there should have been some signs of doing some of this stuff. Because I'm pretty sure this is not her first go around. Summer, I heard you say dad. Hey. No, that's not a beer. That's a Mountain Dew. Did you hear that? Me Jean says, "What about Dad, Summer? Was you wanting to say something? Were you wanting to say something about your dad, Summer?" Rose, you said that's something about one place don't want to go. Yeah, I'd say he's an ass myself. She said, "Tell her hi." I'm JD. She questioning me. Oh, Judy says, "Summer and Rose, is there anything new in Summer's case?" Summer, what do you think the holdup is? Do you think that they're waiting for a confession? That's kind of what I figured too. But they're not telling where they're not telling the state is not telling where she is, correct, Rose? Because it'd be chaos if they all got together. No, it wouldn't be good. Huh? Um, Summer, I know what you told me before, and I know that you are still upset and not really at peace. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm sorry too. It's been so long. It's pretty much now, and it's in the state's hand. Um, you know, they won't come public with anything for for a good while. I think that if they are waiting for a confession, that takes them back to square one. Now, I know what Summer has said. I know Summer's honest and honest about everything, but she's getting to know a little bit too much. If that makes any sense. Rose knows that the state has taken these cases over, and just like Rose said, many of them, that wouldn't be a good idea. And people know that. If people knew where they put Summer, everybody would go there, and it would be madness. The same thing. I mean, I can tell people to I'm blue in the face. They can either listen or don't listen. Just like Jack and Lily. Even even that everything's done, they're still letting people just upload whatever they want with thumbnails, making you think that you're going to hear something new and all this, but you're not. It just circles right back down and to the same thing that they've been saying for 6 months that we got in 8 or 9 days worth. Um, and they would not let any of that family know where they lay them to because it'd be the same thing. It'd be chaos. You try to put Daniel in a room, numbnuts in a room, Malay in a room, Daniel's dad, Logan. I don't see that would come out as a pretty sight. And that's what authorities know as well. They sent the bone off to be tested. It come back positive. I mean, she's done confessed. Um, People, like I said, they draw you in by editing a good thumbnail. People don't know when to quit. You know, it's not it's not fair to the deceased. If they want to speak, they will, without you asking them a dadgun thing. That's why we don't drag Summer back to the mud anymore. If she wants to say something, she'll say it. Now we'll ask her something about mom or dad or something. That's different. We're not running her to the mud anymore. Don't have to. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't have a very soon uh, court case filed and have to return back in front of a grand jury and figure out, you know, exactly everything. And them, the daggum mortuary people, they can tell exactly what caused the death. They can tell, you know, a lot of things. And there's just no way that they're going to put them people together uh, to lay these children at rest. Yes, yeah, that's right. And she knows it and she feels it too, Judy. Has from the very moment we started with her. I just don't know how people can hurt these little children. Don't make no sense. Mm. And of course, all we can do is give them a voice. I don't know. I have no idea. Um, if you guys can find, like I was talking about the other day, some new ones, uh, children, teens, or even adults, that's new right now, that's kind of hot in the news or whatnot. If you can find a clip on it, send it to me, uh, so we can jump on that pretty quick. Um, I think that I think if we start with some pretty new stuff, we may be able to draw some attention when they see the title of the show. But just make sure that they have not yet been found. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here, guys. I gotta go stretch out. My back's killing me. Yes, that's right. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you after a while because it's already after midnight here. Love you.
Bye, y'all. Sleep dreams. Sleep dreams. That made no sense.
Sweet
Dreams. I can't speak tonight.